Vivek Shukla is from Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Sociology was your option. You've done physics
Yes, sir.
from Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Mohali. Mohali is Chandigarh, Mohali.
Yes, sir. Here,
Okay.
Chandigarh.
So from Madhya Pradesh, you went to Mohali.
Yes,
Why
sir.
did you go to Mohali? There were no other institutions in Madhya Pradesh.
Uh, no, sir. The ISERs are very premier institutions for basic sciences research, and there are only 7 ISERs in the country. One of which was in Mohali. So I decided to pursue my.
What is so good about these ISERs?
So they were established in 2006 on the lines of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, to
Okay.
expand the basic sciences research in the country.
Okay. So this one is in Mohali. Where are
Yes.
the other six?
So the other 6 are in Pune, Kolkata, Thiruvananthapuram, Bhopal, uh, Behrampur in Odisha, and Mohali, and Tirupati, 7.
Okay. Is there a separate entrance test for
Yes,
admission?
sir. Yes, sir. There are 3 streams. You can either go through IIT entrance exam or KVPY, or there's a separate entrance exam as well.
Okay. So what did you choose?
Sir, I wrote a separate entrance exam apart from the JEE Advanced.
Okay. So this is a 3-year course, BSMS,
It's a 5-year course.
5 years.
Yes,
It includes MS also.
yes, sir.
Okay. So after doing this course, you finished in 2021.
Yes, sir.
Then what were you doing after that?
Sir, I started preparing for UPSC Civil Services. After failing for 2 attempts in the first stage, I decided to join Airports Authority of India as an air traffic controller.
Okay. How did you get that job? What was the procedure?
Uh, Sir, I had to write an exam, and thereafter I had to give voice test, psychotropic substances test, and among
Okay.
other things.
You are still working there,
Yes, sir. I'm posted at Lengpui Airport, Mizoram.
Mizoram. Okay. Now, since you are in Mizoram, can you tell us uh, what is happening in Manipur now?
Yes, sir. Sir, they in May 2023, the discord started between the Kuki and the Maiti community, and which and due to that discord clashes, violence which has been happening, a, a severe trust deficit has grown between the people living in the hill areas and the valley areas. That is the Kukis and the Metis. So there are travel restrictions. Kukis cannot go towards the Meti side and vice versa. And so this discord between the both communities is not recent. This has been for almost a century. The recent one started after the demand of Methi community for the scheduled tribe status.
Yes.
And sir, the
Now,
Kuki,
tell me
yes, yes,
that do you think the resident rule should have been imposed earlier? Because this has been going for almost 2 years.
yes, sir. Sir, I think the state government was very capable enough if they would handle the law and order problem seriously. But it was very difficult for the state's law and order machinery to tackle the issue because of the several militant groups that emerged out of the conflict. For example, the Kuki National Front and 𝐼𝐸𝐻G group, and among others.
Now, tell me, you are in Mizoram. and there was this free movement regime
Yes, sir.
wherein up to a certain number of days people could go up to a certain boundary in Myanmar, and people from Myanmar is to come back. Has that
Yes.
system being abolished, or it is still there?
Sir, it was abolished in October. However, it was again reinstated. Earlier, the limit was 16 kilometers on either side. Now, the limit is 10 kilometers on either side with a proper biometric check that happens. And a person can only go from the, enter from one post, and he has to return back from the same post, so that the security forces, that is Assam Rifles, has all their records. So there has been reduction of from 16 to 10 kilometers.
Okay. The government has also announced fencing of the entire border of Myanmar with the four states in our country. It's about 1,500 kilometers. Or do you think this is a right decision?
Sir, I think it is a very tough decision to enforce, but in the larger context, uh, with a larger vision, I think it is a right decision because it will protect our sovereignty, it will protect our sovereign borders, and would stop the drug smuggling and illegal activities happening around the border.
It is also said that there are some very large drug lords in Manipur who have wealth more than the budget of Manipur. Is that true?
So, to some extent, sir, it is true that some communities are involved in this, and security forces are tactfully handling the situation as well.
Okay, Vivek, your father is a lawyer. You must be keeping track of legal events also. What did you read in the newspaper about the Delhi High Court today?
Yes, on the front page news, there was a case of corruption. Uh, yes, Justice Yashwant Verma, the judge of the Delhi High Court, some money was found in his house after fire broke out.
Okay, and what has the Supreme Court done about it?
So the Supreme Court has uh, uh, asked to for an in-house inquiry, and for him to be transferred to his home state, that is Allahabad High Court.
Okay. Now, tell me about Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh had a investor summit very recently. Living in Mizoram, do you follow what is happening in your own state?
Yes, sir. Certainly, the
Now, this
investor summit.
investor summit, it is said that more than 30 lakh crore proposals were received. Similar summits have been held in 11 other states. Do you know how many proposals are converted into actual investments? Have any idea?
Sir, sir, I'm not aware of the exact percentage, but I think the conversion rate is very low.
Okay, so even though the conversion is low, are these summits, should these summits be held? And what are the benefits of such summits?
Yes, sir. So these summits should be held because this will this will bring investment into the states, and apart from bringing in investment, it will uh, encourage investors to come and see the potential of the states. For example, the potential of Madhya Pradesh. When these investor summits happen, it is the time where the state government officials can showcase in how many ways they can of, offer these investors uh, land, capital, machinery, so that they can set up their industries.
Okay. So it's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
That'll show what Madhya Pradesh has to offer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you must be following what is happening uh, in the world all around. The new president of the United States was very sure of putting an end to the two wars. But do you think he's going to succeed? What is happening?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Is it about the Russia-Ukraine war which Trump is trying to uh,
Yes,
do? Uh, yes, sir. I think, sir, can I take a moment to think?
sure.
Sir, I think that Trump has his vision clear that he does want to bring peace in Ukraine, but he does not want to do it for free. In return, he wants to sign a mineral deal with the Ukraine, and on uh, one is that, and also, sir, uh, the return of territories of the Ukraine, possessed territories by the Russia. Uh, they don't want to give it back, and so yes, sir. This is what I think about it.
So, do you think the war is going to end soon, or it will take time?
Uh, Sir, I am very optimistic that uh, with the escalations happening almost every week, every day, uh, there's some conclusion must be reached within a few months.
Okay, what has been India's role regarding this war?
Sir, as our Prime Minister recently stated in a podcast that uh, his our India stance has been of peace. We are not neutral, but we are a party to peace. So this is our stance.
This tantamounts to being neutral.
No, sir, certainly not.
No.
We have good relations with Russia. We have good relations with Ukraine.
Okay, so we want peace.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Vivek, thank you.
Good afternoon, Vivek.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, you are from Madhya Pradesh and you are right now working, right?
Yes,
Hmm. So you are working in Mizoram.
yes, sir.
Right now you are talking from Mizoram or
Yes, sir.
okay. So what are the differences? Like what are the societal differences, socio-cultural differences you find between your home state and Mizoram?
Yes, sir. There are certainly a lot of differences. For example, Madhya Pradesh has the largest amount of tribes in India, and Mizoram has the largest percentage of people who are of tribal origin. And both communities are also similar in their forest conservation efforts. Madhya Pradesh has largest uh, area of forest in our country, while Mizoram has the largest percentage of forest. So the differences arise in terms of religion. For example, the Mizoram society is primarily Christian. 95% of the people here are Christian, follow Christianity, with among other people following even Jewish faith. While in the tribes and people of Madhya Pradesh are from very different religions: Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, among others. And also, sir, there are uh, differences in, for example, there is a lot of literacy in Mizoram. The social and health indicators such as maternal mortality ratio is very less in Mizoram, while there's some amount of
But
tribal
you should
poverty.
talk about more about socio-cultural things like marriage, family, music, food, dance. These kind of things you should be talking when you're talking about socio-cultural, right? So,
Yes.
anyways, coming again to your, this research, you have done some research in this IACR, right? So, tell me one thing that after you are involved in research, research is a very bright profession. Basically, the impact will be more compared to the civil services. Then why you want to join civil services, and why not research?
Sir, the reason for joining civil services predates back to uh, when I joined my college, and hence the motivation carried out even after completing my degree. However, my institution provided with me a ecosystem that allowed me to think differently, have very rational mindset, and research aptitude it provided me. So I think that will help in the civil services a lot.
No, that is fine, but why civil services? Because there is a lot of issues needs to be dealt by researchers in India. Research is very, very important for India. So why civil services?
Yes, sir. Even I intend to specialize even after coming in civil services. I intend to specialize in areas such as rural development and yes, sir. So
So you will
this is,
adopt research after once you become civil servant. That's what you're saying.
sir. I'll contribute with my research aptitude, which I'm trying to say.
Not only you, if you see most of the people in India, they are not going for research. They're going to some or other jobs, some civil services, government jobs, these kind of things. Why the condition is like that? What are the reasons?
So one of the primary reasons is lack of funding in research institutions, which I feel does not encourage a lot of students to follow that profession because
No,
the
there is enough research funding has been increased in the past 5 years. If you see,
yes,
even the stipends or other facilities have been increased very tremendously. So definitely there is a gap in the funding, but funding has been increased.
yes, sir. Apart from that, for example, almost 90% from my batch in ISA Mohali, they went for their PhDs, and almost of that 90%, almost 70% went abroad in Europe and US and in Eastern countries to pursue their PhDs. So
Exactly, that's what I'm asking you. Why not India? Why they are not pursuing the same in India?
so the reason is because we are not providing the ecosystem that is required to thrive, to do a thriving research in India.
What is that ecosystem you're talking about?
So, so that ecosystem, for example, uh, things work in India on the basis of seniority, on the basis of conflict of interest, on the basis of influence, which does not happen a lot in European universities and American universities.
Who told
and
you?
it is
You know,
stifling.
who told you? That is a wrong statement, I would say. Why? Because if you see the Stanford or Harvard, no, there is a recommendation system there. You know that? There is a
Yes,
merit
sir.
system as well as recommendation. Whosoever pays high amounts to the governing board, their administration, they will be taken into the admission.
Sir, in undergraduate courses, yes, uh, but I would like to differ on the PhD uh, graduate admissions. So,
What is
sir,
the
what?
reason? Here also there is nothing. Even if you go to IITs and all, no, there is no such system of recommendations in PhD admissions.
Yes, sir.
You are
And
wrong in that.
sir, that sort of system is not wrong. I'm saying recommendation system.
No,
I'm
recommendations
talking
doesn't
about
exist
different.
in PhD. No, in PhD there is no recommendation kind of thing in India. It is merit only.
Yes, sir. I'm aware about what happens in India. In India, there are primarily for getting into a PhD, there are examinations such as CSI or NET, GATE, and UGC NET, which people pursue, which happens on strict merit. And after getting scholarships, they are paid 31,000 for junior research fellowship and
Exactly.
35,000 for
Then
the.
there is no recommendation. But you were saying no that in USA there is no recommendation, there is no influence, there is no favoritism. But in India there is these kind of things. That's why people are going to USA. That's what you are saying.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am saying that in India, the seniority and in conflict of interest and influence happens at a different stage, which does not happen in American and US universities.
How can you say that? No, no. In India also there is no such thing. If you see the admission to the PhD, everything is transparently held.
Yes, sir. And so, sir, good people are also thriving here, but we need to encourage more.
So you are right now working in this airports authority. It's a PSU.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much stake government is having in that PSU?
Sir, the government has, we pay dividend to the government, 30% dividend is paid to the government.
No, that is different
And,
thing. How much government shareholding is there in AA?
sir, it is wholly owned by the government of India.
100%.
If
So it's not public is having no stake in AA.
No, sir. No, sir. It is not a publicly listed company. It is a Miniratna 1 company. It is fully owned by the government of India.
It's a mini Ratna company. 100% government is holding.
A firm.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
A firm, sir. I'm 100% sure about that.
Okay. Why there is no public holding?
Sir, I'm not sure about the why it was not made public because of the
Why
nature of
usually
work.
these public sector undertakings they go to public listing?
Pardon, sir.
Why usually these public sector undertakings they go for listing?
Sir, they go for listing to raise funds and expand their businesses.
So airport authorities don't need any funds.
Sir, Airport Authority of India has several of its subsidiaries. For example, Delhi International Airport Limited, Mumbai International Airport Limited, and AICLCS, in which it has stakes and it raises money from that. But independently, it is not listed, not a listed company in the stock market.
What I'm asking you, why? What are the reasons why it has not been listed so far?
Sir, I'm not sure about that. I'll read.
Okay. Okay, I will ask you one last question. That there is growing inequalities in our society. Not only in our society, but in all other societies across world. What are the reasons? Tell me two reasons.
So one reason is the growing capitalism, which has benefited a lot of enterprises, top brass more than the worker class. And the
Why not
second,
why not worker class benefited from capitalism?
so they have certainly benefited a lot from the uh, capitalist societal system. A lot of opportunities the workers have received from the capitalist
So
system.
how do you rate India is a capitalist society or socialist society?
So India is a mixed economy, mixed society. We are a capitalist system with a welfare state model.
Then what about USA?
So USA is a free market society.
So there is no socialism there.
Pardon, sir. There's,
There is no, they don't adopt any, have not adopted any socialism. It's a pure
sorry.
capitalism, that's what you are saying.
Yes, sir.
No socialism in USA.
So they have socialism in the aspect that they support their farmers from direct income support. So there's lots of schemes happening there also. But overall, in their
It is also a
their
mixed kind of society, not a capitalist.
sir, USA presents itself as a free market economy, and
No, I am asking free market. That's not I am asking. USA is a kind of mixed society. You are saying capitalism is there and socialism is also there.
good afternoon, sir.
So Vivek,
Yes, sir.
having a very good career in Airport Authority of India, why do you want to join civil services then?
Sir, it's a very natural progression for me because I'm currently in a Group B post, and uh, the work I do it's a very technical work. It's a very niche job. While the civil services would provide me the role currently I'm having, it's a very technical role, and the civil services would expand my scope and would enable me to work in the grassroots level. So I want to do a much more meaningful work, and that's the reason I want to uh, get promoted to the next stage.
Okay. Vivek, let me ask a very simple question. What does power mean to you?
So the power to me in one word means change, the ability to bring change in society. So I feel that if one uses power responsibly, they can bring a lot of meaningful changes in the ecosystem, the society. Yes.
Okay. What is the difference between discretionary power and arbitrary power?
Sir, I'm not sure of the connotations. I would have to take a guess.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, I feel stationary power.
Discretionary power.
Oh, discretionary power. So, and so what was the other one? Discretionary power.
Arbitrary power.
Sir, the discretionary power is the one in which, for example, the district magistrate has lots of discretionary power in where the amounts of funds has to be spent. For example, in the schemes, how they are going to be implemented, whether they are going to be roads made more or the wells made more in the village. And while arbitrary power means, sir, that uh, the reckless spending of funds uh, without any prior thought, basically on whims and fancies.
So Gwalior is, I think, second cleanest city.
Yes, sir. Uh, it was earlier, sir, it was the first city in India to start door-to-door collection of wastage in 2007.
Okay, so it has been accorded as the cleanest, second cleanest city in India. What is the criteria to declare a city cleanest?
So there are levels of criteria. For example, how the solid waste is being treated, uh, how the liquid waste, that is sewage treatment happens, whether there are proper sewage treatment plans or not. And on the third stage, sir, the air quality or atmospheric uh, level of quality is also relevant.
Okay, what about the slum related measures?
Yes, so they must also be taken into account.
No, are you guessing or you know about these facts?
Sir, I'm not sure about this. Sorry, sir.
Okay, so you have done your physics majors and you have
Yes.
taken optional as sociology. Why is it so? You could have taken physics as your optional subject.
Sir, I did take physics as my optional in first 3 attempts. I was not successful, and hence I chose to switch to sociology in this attempt because I also had a job.
All right. Can you apply 3 principles of physics in society?
Yes, sir. So the first action, the first principle I would like is the Newton's third law. If we'll try to give more to our society, uh, our so- our society will give more to us. For example, if we try to bring changes, for example, the Swachh Bharat mission is a very decent example for this. And the second principle I would like to apply is Bernoulli's principle, that no matter uh, uh, that with even a simple amount of lift, people can be lifted. For example, even if in poor societies, if for example, if you provide education well to the students, rural students, they can be lifted from the poverty. And this has al- almost 25 million people have been lifted from the poverty as well in the past 15 years. So, yes, sir.
So, do you know anything about Udan, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik?
Yes, sir.
What is
Sir,
your opinion whether this scheme is successful or it has faced certain failures?
so majorly it has been a lot of, it is a very successful scheme because I see daily how it has reduced the cost of fare for normal people. And so to me, and it is very successful in connecting people from the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, which was the primary aim of the scheme. So I think there are some lacunas which are yet to be fulfilled, but overall the scheme has been
Can
very
you
successful.
elaborate those lacunas? Because I don't see major players in Udan scheme. As far as the the this carrier fleet operators, they are missing. I mean, Kingfisher is gone, Jet Airways is gone, right? And others are also facing a lot of issues. Okay, they are not
Yes.
making much profits. So how you are saying that this is a success?
So this is a successful scheme from the point of view of customers. However, from the point of view of airlines, the airlines receive a viability gap funding for the first 3 years for operating on the regional connectivity scheme
Then
routes.
why
But
other players are not willing to come to this sector? A major, a lot of industrialists are not making any effort to enter into this sector. What is the reason behind that? Despite of all you are saying that this is a successful scheme.
sir, because uh, air, airline business worldwide is a cyclic business. It is not profitable. Uh, it is not profitable on the long run, and hence the reason why no major player wants to uh, invest it regularly if they don't see any profit.
When there are no investment, then how can you say that Udan is a successful? scheme?
Sir, because it has, from my perception, sir, it has connected lots of regions which were earlier not connected, and however, due to paucity of passengers, the airline ceased to operate after 3 years when they don't get any subsidies. So, yes, this is one lacuna.
Okay, my last question. Consider a situation where 50% robots have replaced humans in future. Then how do you perceive that society in future?
Sir, that society will be quite a mechanical individual, and as the 𝐼𝐸𝐽𝐝, the father of robotics, said that as we'll progress, people will become more robotic and robots will become more human. So I think that kind of thing will happen in that society.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vivek. Personally, sociology. Yeah. What your opinion on caste census?
Sir, my astute opinion is that if you want to become a Viksit Bharat by 2047, it should not happen, in the sense that because it will increase decisiveness, it will increase divisiveness in the society. It will create the caste census will be politicized for votes, and the entire mission of conducting a caste census would be lost.
Have you heard about a skill census?
Yes, sir. It was recently going to be conducted in Telangana, I guess. Telangana.
Are you sure in Telangana or Andhra Pradesh?
Sorry, sir. In Andhra Pradesh or Telangana? In either. I'm not sure, sir.
Hmm. What is this? What is this?
Sorry, sir.
What is this? The skill census.
Sir,
What is this?
Sir, the skill census, the state government wants to conduct skill census to assess the skill level of the people. For example, whether they are unskilled, semi-skilled, or highly skilled. According to for example, if a person is 8th class pass.
It is better than caste census.
Yes, sir. It is definitely better than a caste census. It is, if we want to upskill our people for the welfare of, for their economic welfare, that would add value to their lives.
The second question is in UCC. Should India have a single set of rule irrespective of caste, creed, region? We need this. We love our diversity. Then why we need a single set of rule irrespective of caste, creed, and region?
Yes, sir. Sir, the UCC debate, I think, should be treated in the sense that the laws of marriage, adoption, inheritance, these should be followed on the basis of single set of rules, and the religious practices part, it should be kept away from this. It should be left to the individuals or the religions.
In your opinion, as a society, where we are going? Some people saying we are moving upward. Some people saying we are going downward. In your opinion, as a society, where we are going?
So we are progressing rapidly. We are economically progressing, and as a society, with increasing economic prosperity, the cohesiveness is also increasing. So, in my view, we are moving towards becoming a better society, a developed society.
The critics say that there are communal disharmony, there are
huge gap between haves and have-nots. So where we are going?
Sir, regarding the communal aspect part, these are very extreme cases which are being sensationalized and presented by the media in such a fashion that it looks bad. It looks bad. And regarding the class part, sir, the haves and have-nots, certainly the class inequality has increased to some extent. However, people are not living in poverty anymore. A large amount of population of our population has been lifted out of poverty. So that's a win, sir.
Okay, we're talking about equality. Have you any idea between formal equality and substantive equality?
Yes, sir.
What is the
Sir,
difference between formal and substantive?
so substantive equality means when, for example, when systemic deficiencies are also taken into account. For example, if someone is a woman, so they face some discrimination out of the fact that they are women. So that is also taken into account in substantive equality.
Okay, you are talking about socialism and capitalism. In our constitution preamble, it is written there. Socialism should be there. But we are moving towards capitalism. It's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir. I feel that in a globalized world we are living in, uh, this is the way in which we should move forward.
Okay, just tell me the last thing. What are the your strengths and two weaknesses?
Sir, first, my two strengths are that I can communicate clearly and concisely most of the times. Not and sir, the second strength is that I can relate with people. I can try to bring the team together and uh, extract some good work out of uh, our team, total team. So that is the second thing I consider my strength. And so two weaknesses. The first weakness is that currently I'm doing a very technical job, so my scope is very limited. So I'm trying to work on it by learning different perspectives, expanding my network. And so the second weakness is there's
Like
also
you are expanding yourself in terms of knowledge. What area?
so for example I try to uh, learn about different skills. For example, I made a bot recently, 𝐮𝐸𝐽 bot. I didn't know programming earlier, so I try to learn that and apply into my own profession.
And second one.
And so second weakness is there's some hesitation in asking help, I think, which I try to work by collaborating with people more. And because initially I try to uh, handle the challenge myself rather than asking for help.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vivek.
Thank you so much, sir.
Vivek,
Yes, sir.
how do you think you've done today?
Sir, I think uh, it was not a very pleasant conversation. It should have been a very pleasant conversation. For example, in the research ecosystem part, I deviated quite a lot, which should not have been happening. So, yes,
You
sir.
realize that?
Yes, sir.
Look, any statement you make should be backed by adequate evidence.
Yes, sir.
You are appearing for the highest civil service in our country. and anything you say should not be said in a casual manner.
Yes, sir.
As you said about PhD, that favoritism, or I don't know, you said something like this, influence. You should avoid making such
Yes.
statements. As far as your interview today, you're very honest, very sincere. You're able to communicate properly. You're able to uh, deliver things you want to say very well. You sound confident also. But working in the civil aviation sector, you mentioned about Udan being very successful. Why did you say that? Just building airports is success. What were the objectives of this scheme?
So the objective was
To
to connect the tier 2 and
connect tier 2 and 3
tier
cities,
3.
larger cities, provide cheap air travel to
Yes.
people. But as one of my panel members told you, that we don't have too many airlines working in this
Yes.
area, and it's very sort of a loss-making sector.
Yes, sir.
So you may have built 150 airports by now, but for instance, how many flights are there from the airport you are sitting in?
So there are 16 movements almost daily.
16 every day.
Yes, so there is connectivity to Delhi, Kolkata, Imphal, Guwahati, and Shillong.
Which airlines are operating?
Sir, Indigo and Alliance here only.
Alliance.
There was Air India earlier, but Air India has gone now.
Okay, so you can do a rethink on this.
Yes, sir,
If there is
definitely.
a question on Uran, look at it comprehensively instead of just focusing on a particular thing. You can say it has been good, it has done this, it has done that, built airports. However, the more airlines should be in operation. Perhaps they're not doing well financially. So government could think of providing subsidy, which
Yes,
they
sir.
are not doing. Okay. Now your interview is on the penultimate day, 16th of April, and I think you should do well. You are quite well prepared. Are you reading newspapers?
Yes, sir, I try to read every day.
Which ones?
Sir, Indian Express, Hindu, and the Mint.
Hindu. And anything about the Indian economy?
So Mint.
Mint. Yeah, Mint is a
Yes.
good. So you must be aware of all the current events of the economy, international affairs. International affairs has become so interesting and
Yes, sir.
is becoming so difficult to predict what is going to happen tomorrow. We are shifting, a lot of changes are taking place. US is changing, and when US changes, everybody else changes. Why globalization is not working now? Why hyper-nationalism is so much in vogue? Should read all
Yes.
this before your interview.
Yeah, just as Chairman Sir has said, just you work on all those aspects and prepare well. You have a lot of time still left, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
it may not be, the interview may not be a grilled kind of one, okay? So just be prepared for any kind of questions. They may not ask questions from the depth, they might ask something else. Even for the socio-cultural differences between Mizoram and also you didn't properly. Because if you talk about the culture, mainly the aspects which I have mentioned, like food, music, dance, drama, family, marriage, all these things will come up. You are talking about, I don't know, education, health, all those parameters you are talking. That is not the aspects of culture. Anyways, all the best, and I hope you will clear this time, right?
Yes, Vivek.
Yes.
One, I think you are either quite scared or you are not well prepared. What is the reason that your answers were not having, a proper structuring? Have you not picked up your, notes or current affairs, or are you reading newspaper on daily basis?
Yes, sir. I'm reading newspaper on a daily basis. But I think more structuring is required.
Structuring, and apart from that, your answers were not being backed by proper, data or proper, information also. And whenever you are answering, just try to have a confidence. Whatever you are saying, okay, that should be backed up by, at least some of the examples or facts, if it is possible. Right? For an example, in mains also, you are doing the same practice. Right? So whenever you are writing a statement, that should be backed by certain evidences. Okay. So just make sure and try to read newspaper. Have you read newspaper today?
Yes, sir.
What was the main news of current or today's newspaper?
So the front page news was about the Yashwant Verma, the High Court judge, and on that side news was about honey trapping several, and there was also news about Amit Shah's statements that he gave in yesterday.
Regarding what?
Sir, he gave statements regarding the language policy, which
Okay.
he was
And
trying
what about
to.
delimitation? Was there any news related to delimitation? You don't remember. Okay, just go through the newspaper on daily basis. If you are reading one newspaper, then at least try to have a grip on the news that has been published today's newspaper. And if two newspaper also, if as you are saying that you are reading Mint, okay, so major economic issues you must be aware or abreast of, right?
Mr. Vivek, you are so honest, so clear. But when you take a stand on something, there should be some substance. If not, better to escape, isn't it? If you don't know something, better to escape. Why to answer each and everything? Not needed. So don't give answers which you are not sure. When asked, I'm not sure, then your personality will not in question. Knowledge may be, personality not in question. The second thing I will tell in my questions, you answered very well. No problem at all. In socio aspect, you are good, not bad. Just prepare the current affairs. And wherever you feel that you are not good enough, then don't answer it. Just say no. Saying no is a good thing. Anything from your side?
No, sir.
Whatever I have asked you, I am satisfied person. You are an honest person. You have given good answers in my questions. So no complaint at all. But keep reading. Not about 1, 2, or 3 newspapers. It's preparing any topic or any issue. It's not about 2 papers, 3 papers, 5 papers. You know the issue, the pros and cons, the impact. Then it's okay. Okay, all the best. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time and energy.
और कुछ पूछना है?
I'm really great.
Anything?
I'm really grateful for the conversation. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Okay.